Today we'll be discussing ways to get your home ready for sale in the spring. Hello, I'm Brian Gubernick here with my business partner, Jason Abrams. Today's blog will be discussing ways to get your home ready for sale this spring. Before we start discussing that, I'd like to point out two things just below. There's two links just below you here. If you are considering selling your home and need to understand or learn more about your home's value, please click the link regarding free home value, and we'll get you an assessment immediately so you can make a determination as to whether or not selling is right for you at this time. In addition, if you're shopping, if you're a buyer, if you'd like to take a look at some properties, there's a link below to search all homes in your area. It's updated every second, Jason. Literally every second. So every new listing that comes to market, you will be the first one to know about it. That being said, Jason, why don't you, if you don't mind, why don't you tell us a little bit about what we should do to get our home ready for sale in the spring?
If you're thinking of selling in the spring, you have to start getting ready now. The first thing that you should do is take a walk through your house with a critical eye. Maybe even invite a friend over to do it and look at this house.
An objective friend.
That's the
very objective friend,
right?
Not somebody who likes everything that you like.
Right, an objective friend. And let them look through it with a critical eye. And let them say, you know what, this place smells like cats. Or this floor needs to be redone. Or, oh, I'm not crazy about that. And let them make this list. The next thing is you take this list that you have now and you have to figure out what makes sense to do. There are just some things that aren't going to make sense. Like if you don't have a pool now and you want to sell in the spring, don't start digging any holes. That's not going to work. But some of the things that might work, we know from scientific study here by the National Association of Realtors that finishing your hardwood floors, making sure that they're buffed to a high mirror chamois shine, that's one of the key things that you can do.
That was a mouthful. Can you do that again?
The high mirror chamois shine?
Unbelievable.
It's a realtor thing. That has to look phenomenal. We also know that cleanliness is the most important thing when selling a home. So even if your home is somewhat outdated by today's standards, if it's clean, you're going to go an awful long way towards getting it sold.
If you're thinking of doing any remodeling for that matter, just a quick point, you want to spend your money in the areas that make the greatest difference to a home buyer. Typically, that's going to be in your kitchen as well as your bathroom. So we're not saying go out and invest a lot of money, but if you're going to do something to, what is that again? Shimmy shine?
The chamois shine.
That.
Shine.
Do that exactly. Focus on the kitchen, focus on the bathrooms.
Yeah, and it's also super important to become an educated seller. Now's the time, by the way, that you bring a real estate professional into the house to find out what the homes in your market are selling for. Because you may think that things are much more updated than they are, or vice versa. What you don't want to do is be an uneducated seller, make these decisions in a bubble. You need to see what's out there. You need to have an understanding from a professional on what this place is worth and what am I going to get the most bang for my buck for. Don't just start spending, because it's easy to start, but it's difficult to know where to stop.
Absolutely. All that being said, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. Contact information is attached to this email here. Again, there's two links below if you're looking to buy or sell. But thank you very much for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you next time.